Dark Side Phil, Niger Psychologue loves to keep the Kiwi Farms updated on the Dark Side Phil thing. I'm not sure if he actually met this goal, but he started up a begathon, as he does, and he asked for money for an emergency. And he actually raised $1,500, which I can't even believe because he rarely makes even like $100 in some of his streams. But he said after raising $1,500 that the reward for doing so would be that he gets the Sonic Pickle Burger from the fast food restaurant Sonic. I don't know what a pickle burger is. Burgers often have some kind of pickle on them. I'm going to assume it's like a joke item or it's like a whole. Let me pull it up. What kind of lazy streamer am I? I'm not even pulling this up. Sonic Pickle Burger. I have to use Bing because Google doesn't like my VPN. It's too fucking bad. It looks like a regular burger with pickles on it. It's literally all pickles. That's not what I get when I look on. Is this like an actual menu item, or do you just ask for a pickle burger? Like, do you have to edit? I will show you this when I figure out what the fuck it is. The funniest part of the stupid Sonic Pickle Burger, see, there's all the delivery apps are using it for the banner art for the restaurant. It's not even an option to order. Oh, it is literally all pickles. Dude, if I search Sonic Pickle Burger on X, I get nothing but stuff about DSP. Okay, so it's literally a burger that's all pickles, I suppose. I'll show this this picture. Okay, so there it is. And I think you can order this with fried pickles as well, in case you really want to go the extra mile and get all those pickles. So he said he would eat this and he got $1,500. So the Sonic closest to his house is 6 miles away. And then he goes onto the app and he tries to order the pickle burger. Now, the delivery app, Uber Eats, does not have the pickle burger, despite using it as promotional material, which sounds like a fucking false advertising. Sounds like a class action lawsuit waiting to happen. If I download your app to order this pickle burger, I expect to get a fucking pickle burger, chat. This is America. Don't fuck with me. But DSP pulls out his Uber Eats and he looks for the pickle burger and he can't find it. And he goes, I can't order the pickle burger on stream. And if I were to go and get the pickle burger in real life, to go outside and venture forth into the bright unknown of Washington State, it would take me an hour. It'd take me an hour to drive out of my gated community, go to the Sonic and order a pickle burger and get back home safely. So he refused, despite making $1,500 to eat a pickle burger. He was too fucking lazy to like take a break and go get it from Sonic and then eat it on stream because Uber Eats wouldn't deliver it for him. And that's so lazy and disrespectful. I told my chat months ago that if I went to Maryland and I got me some Old Bay vodka and I was going to drink it on July 4th, and guess what? I did it. I literally, do you know how fucking far Maryland is? I drove through Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, even the District of Columbia to get to Maryland. So I could buy Old Bay vodka. And even then, they didn't have it in a bunch of stores. And they said it was like a gimmick that they only did for a limited run. So I had to hunt this fucker down. I even went to I literally went to an Old Bay store that sold it sold like Old Bay underwear, and they said they couldn't sell liquor. So even at the Old Bay store, they did not have liquor. So I had to go and find a liquor store that still had this gimmick, and I found it. That's the effort. I drove 12 fucking hours to get this beverage, chat. That's what I did. For you, my audience, my lovely audience that pays me money to go and eat cheese, fine cheese. By the way, I did a cheese review on Locals. If you want to go to matthewinternet@locals.com. I gave up. I couldn't find a cheese store to my liking in the near, so I bought cheese on the internet. And you know what? It was real fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie. It was a cheese from Massachusetts, Marion, Massachusetts. It was a goat cheese, and it was one of the finest cheeses I've ever had. So, if you want my cheese review, join the locals chat. Anyways, my lovely audience pays me money for these extravagant expenditures. My tax write-off Old Bay vodka. Probably the only person in the entire world in the history of mankind has ever written off Old Bay vodka as a tax write-off. And it is. It is an expense. It is a business expense. I use it to support my business endeavors. And a cheese box as a business. I'm probably the only person that ever wrote off cheese. At least like a personal box. You know what? That's a lie. I bet you lots of people write off cheese as a business expense. Especially people that make shit with cheese for a business, because I think they're called restaurants, chat, and I think it's a business expense to buy cheese for a restaurant. Anyways, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, Dark Side Phil, $1,500. Enough money, honestly, to drive out of fucking state to get a pickle burger. But he didn't. He couldn't go 6 miles to get the pickle burger. So all those pay pigs that said, "Oh boy, I can't wait for Darkside Phil, my favorite streamer, to go get the Sonic Pickle Burger. I would love to see my favorite streamer, Darkside Phil, eat that pickle burger so much. I'm gonna give him all of my money." So he gets that pickle burger, and after all, it's for a good cause, because Darkside Phil is in real bad trouble. He can't pay his bills. He can't pay his bills. He can't pay his rent. He can't pay his electricity or his internet. I gotta give that Darkside Phil some of my money. Then I worked at the gas station for $7.50 an hour. I gotta give him some of my money. He really needs it for that pickle burger. But I can't wait to see him eat that pickle burger. And then the dent gives him that money and watches his favorite streamer play shitty games very shittily for hours. And after he reaches his goal, he says, "Sorry, chat. Just can't do it. No pickle burger today." I think who has been more harmed by their streamer? The Canny crew when they watch Saba and she doesn't show tummy, or the Dark Side Phil Dent who paid $1,500 for him to eat the pickle burger and didn't see any pickles? You know, there is nothing but pure love. Pure love. Not just pure as in the love itself is completely pure, but it is also without any sort of evilness either. And they just wanted to see the pickle burger, and he was denied. He is the real victim here. Nobody has been more victimized by a streamer than that guy. It brings me to fucking tears. That's a travesty. No wonder why these A-logs beat Darkside Phil to death. They hold bats and they slam that bat into their hand like, I can't wait to beat that Darkside Phil's ass. They're completely justified in their righteous anger because he won't eat the fucking pickle burger that he was paid $1,500 to eat, chat. Sad. DSP should show tummy. Would the dents spam the crying emojis if he showed tummy? Would they be like, "Uh-oh, pig roach belly erotic"? What a dark and twisted world we live in. Okay.
Thank you for watching this clip. This is Perspicacity. Remember to like and subscribe.